Hey everybody, we're looking at a JVC. This is an RS57U, DLA-RS57U. It has a weird problem where the lamp tries to light, goes through it 3 times, and then we get a lamp error. So the light will come on, go off, go on, and come off, or go off again, and then after the 3rd time we get that error. So what I want to do is I want to get inside and see if the fans are starting up. Now, because this is a JVC DLA, it's really long, so getting inside is going to be a bit of a chore. I also don't want to scratch the top at all, so let's just lay down that little rag. Now, we did have a little bit of a shipping oopsie. There's a chance that if this isn't repairable, the fellow might just do insurance on it and get himself a new projector. But we want to see what's going on first. I do have all the pieces. I could rebuild it enough so it looks nice, but it all kind of depends on the repairability. This isn't a super new projector, but it's a good one. So I'm hoping it's just a ballast issue and we can look at repairing this stuff over here, because these just pop off. Take those screws out, and then it's just a matter of, you know, some creative gluing and possibly some plastic welding. There's the other side. Got both of those. I'm just going to set these over here. And then I'm going to take these out too. I don't plan on taking the front and back off yet, but having these screws out of the way will make it easier if or when I decide to do that. The lamp itself seems to be okay. I've tried other lamps. I tried a brand new lamp just to make sure it wasn't something with that, and it doesn't seem to be. So let's get still holding that on. So the back, yeah, there we go. Just some clip. So then we just have the rest of those. And last time I worked on one of these, I had a hard time remembering where these screws went. So I'm just going to mark them so I know what screw holes I need to use. It should be self-explanatory, but depending on the time in between when you start and when you finish, sometimes it's not. I'm getting older, so my memory is full of all kinds of stuff that it probably doesn't need to be remembering. So to get to the ballast, we have to take all of this apart. This side plate has to come off. Mainboard has to come up. Not out, but just kind of up. You'll see. Basically, just take out all the screws on this side. But I don't believe these two have to come out, because I think now so that comes off. So the first thing we're going to do, I got the side off here, took out those screws, the side screws, and then that panel pops off. Then this is the PFC. This is the hopefully 400 volts or 380 to the ballast. So I have that unplugged. Let's get the power cord in, and then you guys can see the meter there. Let's see what we get. Okay, got polarity backwards. .386, solid 386. That's what we should have to the ballast. So the ballast is up inside there. Let's go there next. I kind of feel like that might be the issue. And also, one thing I noticed up here, these lights are not all lighting up. I did order the service manual. I should have the service manual honestly any moment. I ordered it online. It's supposed to be digitally delivered. So I need to just wait for my email to ding, and then I can go check and see if it's there. I'll show you what I mean. Let's let me plug this back in. There we go. And then power. Alright, we have our standby. So these LEDs right here, see, we only have 3 of them, which is curious. And the lamp is coming on. You can see it just went out. So I have one time before seen where the ballast will partly work, and that might be why the lamp is coming on briefly and then turning off again. See, lamp came on right there. Watch, now it's going to go off. But still, only 3 of 4 lights. Now, I don't know if that one's supposed to be on. I kind of feel like it should be, but I don't know for sure. The fact that the light will come on one more time and then go off and then throw a lamp error. See, there we go. There's that last light here. And now, after it recognizes that, it's going to error out. Closes the screen, or the shutter. So it's on. So it's not even like a code, it's just bad lamp. So I'm hoping that the service manual will tell me what these mean, and then I guess we'll have to just get in there and check the ballast. Hopefully that's a good view for everyone. Now, I don't think I have to necessarily take that back panel off. I'm going to see if we can get away without taking that off. Remember, less is more, meaning the less we take apart, the more chance we have of not causing problems. That's where I mean less is more. Oh, no, we do those connectors on the back. All right, well, no worries. We'll get to there. Let's get everything here taken apart first. This fan, yep, so that blower fan's got to come out. This plastic, but to get the plastic, this fan comes off. So we're going to take this fan out of the way. We have to open that wire thing there so that we can get this free. I'm going to leave that plugged in if I can. All of that's going to stay plugged in. Let's see, is this loose? Almost. There we go. Now these two boards are loose. We can get those over. Yep, that'll make lifting the main board up easier. Now, I just need to get the back jack apart. Okay, so these have to come out. So we get those loose. Now I'm going to see if we can get this out without taking this whole back plate off, because that would be awesome. Yeah, it looks like we can. Let me move you guys again. So we have to get under here. And there's some screws under this board. Yeah, so let me disconnect the picture, the data lines. Unplug those. Let's unplug this, and the low voltage, because we want to bring the board up and carefully out of the way, because this metal piece has to come up. I don't think there's any screws in the back holding that. It's just that one, that one, that one, and I think just this one. Oh, probably this one, because there's that nub. Let's see. We loose. Okay. Now let's unplug the ballast control, the back blower fan, and then this whole thing. We should be able to roll that out of the way. Oh, right. And there's one more screw down here. There we go. Now, can I... Don't let me forget to plug this wire. Oh, you guys can't even see. Don't let me forget to plug that wire back in. Oh, there's another screw down here. Right there. That guy's got to come out. Alright, let's open that up, get that out of the way, plug that. We'll just set that up there too. Come on, fans. Make sure that stays up out of the way. Oh yeah, alright. That's not good. Okay, so this is now loose enough. I've dealt with this before. And the lamp connector is a bit of a hassle. And what else is holding it? So that tape. Oh no, it's just the lamp wire. Let's get that tape off. Again, I had already done this, but I lost the footage. So I'm going to redo it like it's new. So when I take this off, we're going to pretend there's a different ballast in there than what is actually in there. But I also want you guys to see what ballast ended up in there. So let's get that last screw out. So the ballast will be free. I'm actually going to keep those screws right here. So when I take that down, we're going to pretend this guy is in here. This is the ballast that was in there. Go. Just unplug the lamp. Make this all a lot easier to look at. Okay. Make sure I have it the right way. Okay, so that's the ballast that was in there. This Ushio. I don't know which number is the actual part number, but I'll give you guys a real good look at all of the information. I suspect it's that MPL number. You can see right there that it's an Ushio. So what I did is I went through my parts and I found this ballast. This ballast right here is a EUC. We'll take it out. So to take these ballasts out, there's 3 screws. And here's the ballast I put in. EUC 210N/TO1. It's a 210 watt. That should drive the lamp just fine. And here's the original ballast. This is an old Ushio 230 watt ballast. Doesn't really, I don't think it runs at the full 230, but that's what it's rated at least. This is $375 for this ballast. I don't know why. It doesn't look any more special than this ballast. This is the replacement that's going in, EUC 210D. It's a 210 watt ballast. I also looked at putting an actual 230 watt ballast in, but it doesn't seem to have the same type of communication, and it would turn on and then turn off. So when I tested this ballast, it ran beautifully. So this is the ballast that's going to go in. Has the same connectors. It has the lamp connector, power connector, and it has the latching control connector. So we'll put that in here. And so you guys know, the customer is aware and fine with going with the 210 watt ballast. The lamp will actually, it'll kind of last a tiny bit longer. You know, it's running 20 watts less power driving it. So it'll be a little less heat and a little less, it's a little less tax on the lamp. And I have tested this and I know it works great, so that's really all it comes down to it. So now we'll take the control wire that plugs in here, and then we're going to set that tubing. It's got that that tubing there, so we'll set that there. Then we'll make sure that wire stays underneath that latch. That's what we want. Then get the lamp connector, and plug that in. This is a great way if you have a JVC and you can't afford that $400 ballast. There are other ballasts that will work just fine. So then we want to make sure that lamp wire goes through that notch. Make sure this fan stays underneath. You could unhook the fan, get that out of the way if you wanted, but I don't think that's necessary for what we're doing. So make sure those wires stay in there. Now, one thing I did find is that you want to put the screw by the lamp wires in first, this one. Because otherwise those lamp wires try to pop out of that notch and it's really a pain getting them back in if you get it almost all the way back together and don't notice it. So we'll put these 4 back in. And then we'll set this back down and we'll get our wires routed and then start putting the rest of the screws back in. So when I say rest of the wires routed, I'm meaning like this fan wire has to go up in there and up in here. Make sure you don't touch these if you can help it. I actually might flip those over. Those are the heat pads for dissipating the heat from the control chips. Make sure that low voltage thing runs through there, that harness. Pull that tape up. I'll try and use Kapton tape to reattach some of that other tape. There we go. Those are down. Nothing's caught or pinched. Nope. Nope. No pinching. See, those look good down there. That looks good up here. It goes there. There we go. Then this has to be in there too. So that's good. Crud out of the way. Let's see, is this going to be... Yeah, that'll be alright. So we'll just set that there. Do the same thing with this one. We'll just flip it over. Lay it out in the spot. That's where those are going to go. Let's get some of these screws back in. So 1, 2, 2 more, and then we can set the main board back in. There we go. Oh, one more. Almost forgot about that one in the corner. Looks good. All right. So yeah, that's not going to stick. It's just bunching up. Let's just get that out of there. There we go. I'm going to source some of this foil tape at some point, or that fabric, what do you call it, metallized fabric tape. Those are in, that's in. All right, let's fold this back down. And just make sure all our wires are up where they need to be. we go. Putting these in first because I want to make sure that heat pad stuff is held in place. Then we have to put this in. Let's just straighten that a little. Then we'll use that to hold all those wires in. Get that kind of ready. Alright, then this part, let's put this down. Unplug that other fan. We'll put that, I know where that goes, so it's alright. Alright, that'll be good. Works. These. Alright, those two are in. Got some wires down here to plug back in. We'll get to those in a moment. Let's get these. That's that one. That's that one. Ballast control. Rear fan. One of the ones I'm not going to forget. Okay, that's good. Let's get to the back. All right. That one. Alright, those are good. I re-tuck that back in there. That's good. Alright, let's go back on that side and get all that taped up and happy. Okay, so this stuff is all going to go here. There we go. That goes there. The one that I can't forget, power, goes here. This has to, this wire has to get down inside there. There we go. And then this is going to go in there and then plug in right there. Well, that, actually, I wonder if that, will that fit in there too? Be nice to keep this from hitting the fan. There we go. Yeah, all right. So that's good, that's good. Next, we're going to put this fan back in. Make sure that's open. So all kinds of wires are going to sit in there. Just want to lift it up. Lift all that up, because this is going to sit here. All those wires. Like that. Oh, and its own wire. I almost forgot. Well, let's put those screws in, then we'll get that wire snug. All right. So let me just open that back up. That wire in there. That goes there. There we are. All these go here. I'm just going to roll that clip around them. There we go. That's good. Gonna have to get, there's wires back here that I'll have to get, but we'll get this stuff done first. So here, let's see, this goes first, and then the fan. Yeah, like that. Let me move you guys. All right. So again, anything going into the bottom is going to be these kind of screws, these coarse or thread helical ones. And then, oops. There we go, and that one. Are. There we are. All right, fans in, wires are in. Now we have to put that side plate back on. So let's see, let's put you guys out a little bit. Put that up a smidge. Let's get this. Like that. Let's just get that. There we go, like that. Okay, those are in, that's good. So we have to get some tape over here and Some tape here. Oh, we're going to plug these guys back in. That one. And this one. Go. Lamp wire. Tape that here. Yeah, just go across like that. All right, let's get the tape. I'm gonna use Kapton tape as usual. Doesn't care about the heat. There we go. I just wanted something to hold that lamp wire from, I hope you guys could even see that. Let's put some tape here to hold the lamp wire from popping up. Let's open that back up and redress that. There we go. Can't have any wires coming across because that metal plate's going to go on there. Okay, those are in. Those holding down in place. That's good. Over here, I think what we'll do is, yeah, we'll just put a little strip here. There we go. We'll hold that. That's good. And anything else? No, I think that'll do it. I think I'm okay with that. Now let's see. Hopefully the glue's set up the way I wanted it to. There's the side that I glued back together. Anybody who watches Bald and Bankrupt knows who that is. There's the other side as it was. And it's, it's a little chewy. There's a couple, there's some glue marks and stuff, but this should all be behind. So it should look all right. Let's get all these wires plugged back in. It's always fun getting that rubber piece back on. I gotta push that button in. There's a little button right here. You push that in and that detaches the clutch from the that little cover so that you can push that open without potentially damaging the gears. So let's see, can I... let's see if I can get that rubber. This is always tricky because you don't want to overstretch it and tear it. Let's use something blunt. There we go. Wow, that worked really well because it is blunt and smooth. Then this, can you guys see that? Yep, that wire then goes back here. And then this goes here. And then here. All right, and then I want to put some tape across there. And then that goes there. Okay. I can't get over that. Actually doesn't look terrible. Let's get the here we go. Let's get our lid. Wait a minute. Let's set this backwards. Let's get that. What is that leading on? There's something pushing up. Oh, that's what. There we go. Come on. There's something holding this up, but I don't necessarily. Is that just the wires? Before I put screws in to push this down. Yeah, that's all it is. Just that bundle of wires there. Yeah, that's fine. Those look good. 1, 2, 3. Did I miss 3? 3. All the rest are the other kind. Where did I forget? Glad I checked. All right, those two, that's good. And then that one. So I forgot 3, and I found them all. There we go. There we go. Let's get the actual cover. Alright, that'll be ready. So put these two in. Alright, so now we're going to put the, I lay it on that side. You know what, I'm not going to take the chance. Let's set it up on its back. Yep, I definitely squished a stink bug somewhere. Step on it maybe. I hate stink bugs. Alright. So that's good. This is the good side that wasn't damaged in shipping. That goes on. And then I got the other side. All right. Let's put these screws in first. Then we'll fire it up one more time before I test it. Put these back screws in. That one and this one. All right, now the top screws. Now this actually looks a lot better in person. Did see a piece of tape that I forgot to take off though. Let's get that tape off. Oh man, that stink bug is gross. I stepped on it. It's right by my foot. There we go. Like I said, it's not perfect, but it's all there. And this will be facing the ceiling anyway, so it doesn't really, you know, it'll be up out of the way. And actually that front doesn't look terrible. You'll see. One. Oop. Two. Man, that rain. There we go. All right. So let me show you guys the front. There we go. Here's the part I fixed. Like I said, it's not perfect. And the closer I zoom in, the more you'll notice. Like that looks alright, but then when we start to go down, you can kind of see that, you know, this down here, and then on the side. We got that, but really, not too bad. So let's plug it in and see what happens. Press power. We have a green light. Let's get you guys looking at the screen. Alright, so you can see DLA came up. I don't know if my computer's on. Can't quite see it. Let's see. Oh yeah, there it is. Let's sign in. Password protected, not. So this looks good. This is the YouTube video that I was using for a test coming up. It's probably going to make me watch a commercial. There we go. So I'm going to let this run for a while. I actually ran it with this ballast a few times, but now that everything's back together, I'm going to run it again. So if you have any questions about your JVC DLA projector, go ahead and stick it down in the comments. I will put a link for this one down in the description if you need a lamp for it. These do have the proper air flap. If you have a JVC, you know what I'm talking about. So again, if you have any questions, put them down in the comments. Thank you for watching.